Okay, so I've reviewed this content in the manga before. I've played through this content multiple times in Storm 4. I've seen a lot of fan animations and other reviews of this final fight between Naruto and Sasuke. But I have to say, this right here, the anime just rose up and beyond everything, up and beyond the manga, Storm 4, everything. I mean, there was a video I made a long time ago of, I think it was like top 10 forgotten ninjutsu or forgotten characters or something like that. And I said that Sasuke's move, Kitten, the big ass lightning beast from the sky, I wish it would make a return. And guess the fuck what? It did. And I was like, oh. And when I saw that, I knew these 2 episodes were going to go above and beyond everything we expected. I mean, the Taijutsu was just fucking legendary. And this is not just the hype of this being the final fight, finally animated after about 30 years after the manga actually ended. No, it's because it was well executed. I mean, the choreography for the fight, just everything about it was fucking amazing. And then when Sasuke with the badass Susanoo and the Indra's arrow, it was epic. And we actually got more from that amazing 10 or 9 tail, 10 tails, whatever you want to call it, Susanoo form than just him shooting the arrow, because in the manga and also in the game, he just brought it out and shot the arrow. Whereas in this episode, or the second episode, he and Naruto actually had like a sky fight with the clones of Kurama and that epic Susanoo. And that Susanoo is fucking OP, man. I really hope we see more of it. I love when Kurama punched it and then his fist kind of dissolved and all these Kuramas was trying to just take down the Susanoo, and Sasuke wasn't budging. Sasuke is really OP until Naruto got that nature energy. I mean, oh my god. This was just such an amazing final fight. I mean, the things they added in this fight, I mean, I already thought it was going to be epic. The final fight in the manga and the game is already delicious enough, but the little things they added, like Naruto using Sasuke using Naruto's hands to form the sign for the fireball jutsu. I think he did that in the manga, correct me if I'm wrong, but there were plenty of other things that was not in the manga that I'm like 100% sure of, like when Naruto made all those clones and Sasuke did like this porcupine Amaterasu move that I don't think we've ever seen, and he impaled all the clones. I'm like, bruh, what the fuck are we watching? But okay, I'm just too hyped about this fight. Okay, I'm gonna start from the beginning. Naruto and Sasuke are on top of their respectable, like, previous badasses' heads. And to make a long story short, Sasuke basically wants to be the new villain or the new evil or the new guy in the shadows that everyone hates, so everyone can stay united to try to overcome this threat, because he sees that every time there's a big threat, the villages come together and they try to take it out. So his version of Hokage is him staying in the shadows and being hated and taking on the hatred of everyone, just like his brother. That's a really twisted way of thinking of how Itachi lived. I can kind of understand how he got that. But, I mean, come on, Sasuke. Do you really want to run around forever with everyone trying to kill you just for the sake of everyone else? I mean, that's kind of selfish and selfless at the same time. I mean, he wants the entire world to be run his way, but at the same time, he's pretty much sacrificing his own freedom and being hated by everyone for the sake of everyone else also. So you really have to think, is Sasuke really all that bad of a guy? He may be going about it the wrong way, but yeah. And tell me I'm not the only one that thought when Sasuke was explaining himself on top of Madara's head, he wasn't talking all that loud until Naruto, said some shit to him and they both got louder. So I imagine Naruto being like, what? What was that? I can't hear you. We're on 2 different heads about half a mile apart. You have to speak louder. There's no way Naruto really heard that. I mean, Naruto has to have Kurama's hearing or something, because Sasuke was not speaking that loud for him to hear him all the way over there. And there was wind blowing and all that. So I really expected Naruto to be like, what? Or something like that. But after that, the fight started and the symbolism. I love the flashbacks, and right before they did their final clash, that final Rasengan and that final Chidori, they show like all of their previous forms and everything that led up into this moment. And I could talk all day about the Taijutsu in this fight. They expanded upon that. They expanded upon the Kurama versus the winged Susanoo, you know, the perfect Susanoo. And then they expanded upon the 10-tailed Susanoo. I don't know the official name for it. And the Buddha or the Ashura Kurama. It was epic, man. This entire fight was epic, and they cut it off right. Oh my god! And then the preview to the next episode, Naruto is like, it's like he gives us a fuck you, especially to the anime only watchers who don't know what's going to happen next. And I don't know if there are any more anime only watchers now, and if there are, I'm pretty sure they've played Storm 4 and they know what's going to happen. But that teaser, Naruto says, "I'm sorry, Granny. I told you, I promised I wouldn't die." So it's hinting that Naruto dies in the next episode, but I would say a good 90% of us really knows what's going on in the next episode. But this, man, I really cannot give enough credit to the animators. I do think this was well worth the 2-week wait. Everything in this fight was epic. Kadin finally coming back. Sasuke finally using that OP-ass technique again, and that scene where they were just swinging at nothing for a good almost 2 minutes. They were tired as shit, and the camera just kept zooming in closer and closer. They were missing pretty much. They were fighting oxygen at that point. They were punching the air. It was hilarious, and just seeing the blows they exchanged and how bloodied and beaten they were. The animation was epic, and you can really feel the impact of their punches, especially after that Indra's arrow collides with that Ashura Kurama's, I don't even know what you would call that, a Biju Rasen Shuriken and the big ass other Rasen Shuriken, and it was really an amazing fight, man. And then correct me if I'm wrong, but I do not remember the perfect Susanoo using a fireball jutsu. Like, without, I mean, I don't remember that in the manga. I could be mistaken. I could be just remembering the game more, since I've played the game more than I've actually read the manga. I've only read the chapter, I think 3 or 4 times. I played the hell out of Storm 4, especially that final fight, because it was epic. But this right here, it takes the cake. I really wish they would remake the fight in Storm 4 just like this, with the extra taijutsu bits, and it was just epic. Naruto and Sasuke showed their asses, and how he hurled his shadow clones up at Sasuke. The animation was just beautiful, and you can really see the speed, especially when they were in that aerial battle. It was just, I can go on and on and on of how much I appreciate this episode, well, these 2 episodes, and this really is a great climactic fight for, these 2 guys. But I really wish, well, I'm not going to say that until the next episode. Well, I'm going to act like I don't know what's going to happen. You know, I'm going to act like this is my first time seeing it. So I really hope Naruto comes out on top, because we all know Sasuke technically won the last battle. He was on top of him. He could have killed him if he wanted to, but I think Naruto deserves his win, because, after the shit that he's been through, and how the fuck could I forget to mention that final Rasengan Naruto did when it showed, I believe it was Jiraiya's hand at first that created the Rasengan in his hand, and then all of his friends, you could tell who they were by their hands, and then ultimately I think the last 2 hands were either, I think it was Kushina and Minato. It was just so fucking heartwarming. All of those, all of their hopes and dreams and the trust they put in Naruto went into that final attack. And Sasuke has his Chidori with the Amaterasu implanted in it. Man, this episode, well, these 2 episodes were fucking amazing. And I love how Sakura just wakes up and finds out that it's pretty much about to be nighttime. So Naruto has literally been kicking ass and getting his ass kicked his entire birthday. Remember the last episode, or the episode before that, Minato said, happy birthday when the sun rose. And they've been fighting until dusk right now. It's about to be nighttime. So they've been fighting for at least 10 to 12 hours straight. So you can see how they're that tired. And that one scene where Sasuke was about to Chidori Naruto, and then Naruto got up and like looked the Chidori in the eye, ducked, and did like a fucking Shoryuken uppercut and sent Sasuke flying. It was just amazing, man. Like I said, I can pick apart every single bit of the taijutsu in the fight, but there's really not that much to say. But besides, it was an amazing episode. It's not just the hype of this finally getting animated. The animation team really showed their asses. They didn't have to give us the extra tidbits. They didn't have to give us Karin. They did not have to. Well, slow down. Before I continue with this Karin hype, I don't think that happened in the manga. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm hyped to see it again regardless. But they didn't have to give us all the extra things. They didn't have to give us like the filler-esque aspects to this fight. But I'm going to go ahead and say every bit of this fight was canon, because it was worth the 2-week wait, man. They added so many extra epic tidbits. Like, if you didn't like the Naruto and Sasuke final fight before, because like I heard one of the biggest complaints was Sasuke pulling out that epic Susanoo at the end and then just doing that one Indra's arrow and then that's it. But in this, he actually fought in it. Like, he pretty much teleported behind Naruto and he was giving Naruto a run for his money. All those Kuramas were fighting him, and then ultimately the big collision that we've all been waiting for happened. So I appreciate them actually giving us more of what we wanted, because that Susanoo form is just so epic. Sasuke has it in Storm 4. I think it's in a Team Ultimate Jutsu between Naruto and Sasuke, but we can't use it. I don't believe in Storm 4, and it doesn't really get the spotlight it deserves, considering how badass it is. I mean, it's Sasuke's perfect Susanoo with chakra from all of the tailed beasts. I mean, how is this Susanoo form how has it not gotten more spotlight? But this episode, the second episode, did a really good job on that. But yeah, terrific, amazing job. This review has been mostly me fangirling. I apologize, but these 2 episodes deserve the praise, man. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what haters we have out there. I don't care if you talk about the animation. The animation was great for me. I could really feel the speed and the blows and the emotions, especially in the voice actors when Sasuke was like, why, again and again and again, Naruto, you just won't die, you fucking cockroach. He was punching the wall and shit. Like, I got chills so many times in this fight. It was just amazing. And I'm pretty sure there's some epic parts that I forgot to mention in the review, but there were so many epic parts in this fight. How can I keep track and mention everything in just a short video? Because, man, everything about these 2 episodes, I would give these a 10 out of 10. I really believe, besides the Madara, I think episode 322 when Madara came and fucked everything up, this is one of my favorite episodes of Naruto Shippuden. If not my favorite, because, well, these 2 episodes are my favorites, because this is the moment that we've been waiting for. This is the rematch that we've been wanting to see ever since Sasuke was on top of Naruto in part 1. You cannot deny that this was epically executed. Every aspect, the animation, the voice acting, the choreography of the fights, the taijutsu. I love taijutsu, and it's easy to forget exactly how epic taijutsu can be, especially in the latest arc of Naruto, the war arc, where there's like Biju bombs and Ten Tails lightning storms and big splinters impaling Hyugas and shit. It's easy to forget that this show used to be about hand-to-hand combat, like mostly, and with all the godlike powers that's been going on, it's really refreshing to see Naruto and Sasuke just beat the fuck out of each other. Just beat the blood pissing shit out of each other. It's fucking crazy, man. And these guys, like I said, I've been fighting the entirety of Naruto's birthday. So happy birthday, Naruto. You lost a tooth. I don't know whose tooth that was that flew out. Somebody lost a tooth, goddammit. You got a swollen eye, you're bloodied up. I'm pretty sure you have some broken bones. And especially when we find out what's going to happen in the next episode, happy birthday, Naruto. You deserve this. But really, what a way to spend your birthday fighting your best friend. And also, I forgot to mention, Sasuke finally admits that Naruto is his one and only friend, his closest friend. He admitted it to the Sage. He said it to Sasuke. He's like, you're the only thing that's holding me back right now. If I kill you, my one and only best friend, then I'll be free to do whatever the fuck I want. No one else can stop me, which is true. Sasuke is so fucking OP. If Naruto dies right now, Sasuke could essentially take over the world. And like he said, he can pretty much stick around forever. He can be resurrected. He can grant himself immortality. There's a lot of things Sasuke could do if Naruto was to lose right now. So literally, the entirety of the ninja world is revolving around Sasuke, or Naruto's fingertips right now. That amazing Rasengan with everyone's hopes and dreams in it. That blue ball is the last hope of every ninja in the ninja world. And it's just crazy to see how Sasuke, the guy who we've been chasing since the end of part 1, turned out to be like the last villain. I mean, I'm pretty sure most people figured that, but I mean, we've had Madara, we've had Obito, we've had Kaguya, we've had countless other epic villains, but who would have thought that Sasuke is actually one of the final threats in the ninja world? I mean, everyone's in the infinite Tsukuyomi. I mean, he can manipulate that however the fuck he sees fit. And man, it's just crazy seeing how far Naruto and Sasuke both have come as characters. But I really hope Naruto beats the fuck out of Sasuke. He deserves it, man, especially on his birthday. Give him a win on his birthday, man. He's already spent the entirety of it fighting pretty much. So just let this guy KO the Uchiha kid. But tell me what you guys thought. I apologize. This review has been mostly me ranting and praising the fuck out of this episode, but I really can't think of anything negative to say about it besides the fact that when Sasuke did that Chidori and Naruto was like looking it in the eye, Sakura should have jumped in the way and got impaled. That's the only way I can think that this episode would have been any better. But tell me what you guys thought about these 2 episodes. It was amazing. There's a fucking fly that just, was that a moth? I don't know. Something flew by my face and distracted me. I don't remember what I was saying. But anyway, this has been jbDAuchiha. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm about to get rid of this moth or whatever the hell is flying around in my blinds now. And I'm out.